50 Cent. So if you guys don't remember, 50's ex-girlfriend, Daphne Joy, who was mentioned in that Lil Rod Diddy lawsuit of being basically a prostitute to Diddy, basically, not really, but she was the one that was like involved in a lot of stuff too. 50 ended up wanting custody of his kid and ended up suing her. Well, not suing her. He first filed for custody with his kid, Sire. And then she ended up releasing a statement saying that 50's been abusive to her and all this stuff. Then 50 filed a defamation lawsuit. Well, now it looks like 50 wants to drop that defamation lawsuit. In my eyes, what that means is they reconciled. They're good. She probably took back everything she said. She didn't mean it. 50 then said, you know what, I'm going to take back the defamation lawsuit and we'll move on, right? Let's go over the article. 50 Cent is withdrawing the $1 million defamation lawsuit he previously filed against his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his son, Daphne Joy. According to legal documents obtained by Hip Hop DX, on Wednesday, September 11th, Fifth asked the judge to dismiss the suit without prejudice. His request has not yet been finalized as of this writing, but that's likely just a matter of time. The G-Unit rapper filed the suit in May, blasting his ex for an Instagram post she made 2 months prior where she accused him of sexually and physically assaulting her. In his complaint, 50 claimed Joy's post was made in retaliation to her finding out that he was seeking sole custody of their son after she was accused of being one of Diddy's sex workers in producer Lil Rod's sexual assault lawsuit. 50 added the allegations severely damaged his business reputation and child custody case while opening him up to negative comments online. The rapper's lawyers reportedly sent a letter to Daphne Joy in early April demanding the removal of the post, but she refused. The request was apparently met with lawyers telling 50 to pay Joy millions of dollars and drop his custody suit, which he called clearly extortive. 50's legal team also released a statement dismissing allegations as false and malicious while claiming Joy has misguided loyalty to Diddy. Despite giving an ample opportunity to retract a false and malicious retaliatory accusation, Ms. Navarez has shamefully chosen to interfere with her 11-year-old son's relationship with his loving father by falsely claiming him a rapist, the statement said. The motivation behind this appears to be Ms. Narvaez's unfortunate entanglement and misguided loyalty to Mr. Combs, who we believe to be underwriting this attack and whom Mr. Jackson has been warning Ms. Narvaez and others about for many years. Yeah, this is all just going over the history of it. But, yeah, he's probably dropping it because 50 just spent time with his kid for his birthday, I think like a week ago or something like that. And, they're probably doing, okay together. They're not having issues with each other probably, and she probably regretted, just randomly accusing him of doing things. And then he probably regretted, having a defamation suit and just saying, hey, maybe we drop all this stuff and we just move forward. What's best for the child? And then he gets custody, she gets custody, blah, blah, blah. I think that's probably what they agreed to, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she does have stuff on him and 50's like, fuck, I might as well just pay her and not have this stuff come out. Who knows? I don't know. There was a while ago, not a lawsuit, but a situation where 50 with her had to deal with like him breaking his stuff at his house, and that was qualified as like domestic violence, and he had to do some community service. That all went like under the bridge. Like most people didn't know about that, but that happened back in like 2013, 2012. So, is there a potential that 50 could be doing something wrong to her? I don't know. There is. Like I said, I'm in the middle when it comes to these type of things because you don't know. Unless there's like solid evidence, even with Diddy, I was still in the middle with all the lawsuits happening. Now, with that many lawsuits happening, obviously where there's smoke, there's possibly fire. So I was leaning a little bit more towards Diddy being guilty because of all the lawsuits being filed. But I still was, for the most part, in the middle because, until there's proof, accusing someone of something this serious, there has to be some type of proof for anyone to believe it and just to run with it. So that's how I am with a lot of these situations. Lil Reese, right? I called him a Mr. Poopy Butthole scammer because that's what he is on the crypto thing. He still hasn't denied that. But with the whole female in the hotel of him getting accused of raping her, blah, 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 when, I didn't accuse him of it and I didn't deny it, or I didn't, confirm it, any of that stuff. But then when the report came out, she was lying. I reported on it and said, hey, she was lying. There you go. He never did anything. So that's, you got to be fair in these situations always. But people on the internet don't give a shit, man. Once something gets reported, they'll run with it, and the problem is negative news spreads a lot more and further than the positive, right? So all these outlets will report on the negative stuff, and then if the case gets dismissed or the person's not accused of it anymore or whatever, he clears his name, they'll barely report on it because good news doesn't get as much as a reaction as bad news. That's the sad world we live in. And I hope people change that, and I hope people stop. As a society, and I was talking about this actually earlier today with a friend, as a society, if we stopped reacting to negative things and watching negative things, there'd be less negative things reported and less people doing bad things. But because we gravitate towards negative things, we react to negative things more, we enjoy violence, we enjoy all this stuff, that stuff happens. And then people get clicks and all this stuff and go viral and clout and all this stuff. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward when it comes to this. But I think it's pretty much over. I think they've moved on, and they've had a great working relationship with the kid too. I haven't really heard of anything where they've had issues publicly, at least. So, yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward.